He who wishes to fight must first count the cost. You don't destroy what you want to acquire in the future. To have a human form of a joyful thing, but in the universe of possible forms, there are others just as good. It is better for the heart to break than not to break. Do it now. Sometimes later becomes never. In my heart's most secret place, I pity them as angels do. Sometimes life is too hard to be alone, and sometimes life is too good to be alone. I am not good at noticing when I'm happy, except in retrospect. One may know how to conquer without being able to do it. To touch the soul of another human being is to walk on holy ground. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. Don't flail against the world, use it. Flexibility is the operative principle in the art of war. Talent hits a target no one else can hit. Genius hits a target no one else can see. When envoys are sent with compliments in their mouths, it is a sign that the enemy wishes for a truce. All wars are won or lost before they are ever fought. The distance between insanity and genius is measured only by success. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. Patience is the only way you can endure the gray periods. Know what you want, work to get it, then value it once you have it. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Doubting your judgments is the beginning of enlightenment. Politeness is the first thing people lose once they get the power. It is error alone which needs the support of government. Truth can stand by itself. The smallest light has greater power than the largest darkness. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you work for. All is mystery, but he is a slave who will not struggle to penetrate the dark veil. I knew it like destiny, and at the same time, I knew it as choice. Be brave to stand for what you believe in, even if you stand alone. We are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. In order to form an immaculate member of a flock of sheep, one must, above all, be a sheep. It's better this way, sister. There's more to life than staying safe. Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty. Verily, knowledge is a lock, and its key is the question. Vote for the man who promises least. He'll be the least disappointing. Always be friendly. Always be kind, like the most beautiful flower that you can find. Knowledge is a treasure, but practice is the key to it. I believe in looking reality straight in the eye and denying it. Sometimes the grass is greener. Sometimes it is sick. Whatever is going to happen will happen, whether we worry or not. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Not every instance requires a response. Truth resides silently in the seat of power. Faced with what is right, to leave it undone shows a lack of courage. Better the comfort of a lie than the absurdity of the truth. The right way to go easy is to forget the right way. Beware of the small things. A small leak can sink a great ship. It is only possible to live happily ever after on a daily basis. Truth is as straight as an arrow, while a lie swivels like a snake. Make improvements, not excuses. Seek respect, not attention. Dream as if you will live forever. Live as if you will die today. Things don't happen for no reason. They happen to teach you something. Sometimes you recognize truth because it destroys you for a bit. I had to philosophize. Otherwise, I could not live in this world. A kind gesture can reach a wound that only compassion can heal. You can measure the size of a person by what makes him or her angry. May my heart be kind, my mind fierce, and my spirit brave. Our moral economy went bankrupt long before our financial one. Nothing is permanent in this wicked world, not even our troubles. Just remain in the center, watching, and then forget that you are there. I speak gibberish to the civilized world, and it replies in kind. Science is organized knowledge. Wisdom is organized life. In order to change the world, you have to get your head together first. It shattered something inside me that hadn't been broken before. Life happens, shit happens, and it happens a lot, to a lot of people. There's no clarity. There was never meant to be clarity. Knowledge is responsibility, which is why people resist knowledge. A whetstone, though it cannot cut, may sharpen a knife that will. I quote others only in order the better to express myself. Man doesn't know what he is capable of until he is asked. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. It's often only in the lies we refuse to speak that any truth can be heard at all. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. Great wisdom is generous. Petty wisdom is contentious. Great speech is impassioned. Small speech cantankerous. We all have two lives. The second one starts when we realize that we only have one. Hard work is only a prison sentence when you lack motivation. I'm not pretty. I'm not beautiful. I'm as radiant as the sun. Every act of goodness is born from our desire to be happy. When you procrastinate, you become a slave to yesterday. If you remember me, then I don't care if everyone else forgets. If you have the guts to be yourself, other people will pay your price. True goodness springs from a man's own heart. All men are born good. The way to screw up somebody's life is to give them what they want. Do good, live in the most positive and joyful way possible every day. All things one has forgotten, scream for help in dreams. Life isn't worth living unless it is lived for someone else. Men do less than they ought unless they do all they can. Ability, experience, and books have solution for all the problems. I can't go into detail, but it's why I went to the special meeting at the Pentagon. Convictions are more dangerous foes of truth than lies. Everything is created twice, first in the mind and then in reality. Keep their friends close and their enemies closer. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Strange How the best moments of our lives we scarcely notice except in looking back. After all, if you run far enough, no one can catch you. The most wasted of all days is one without laughter. How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. Politics determines who has the power, not who has the truth. The line between disorder and order lies in logistics. And there are really never endings, happy or otherwise. When we embrace who we are, the world embraces us right back.